Americans will head to the polls today to cast their ballots for the next president along with candidates for a wide range of other federal, state, and local offices. Tens of millions of ballots have already been cast. The polling averages have been steady, showing the presidential race between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump locked in a near tie. The outcome hinges on 7 battleground states: Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, and North Carolina. Both candidates have crossed these states in the final days of their campaigns, hoping to sway undecided voters and solidify their bases. The stakes are particularly high as economic issues, immigration, and reproductive rights are top of mind for voters. And there's the historical significance of the candidates themselves. Harris, 59, would be the first woman and the first person of South Asian descent to serve as U.S. President. Trump, who is 78, would become the oldest president in history if he wins and finishes another term at 82, and he would be the first president convicted of a felony. The cost of living remains a central concern for voters, with many Americans still grappling with inflationary pressures stemming from the pandemic. Trump has positioned himself as a champion of economic revitalization, even as some economists warn that his proposed tariffs could have the opposite effect. For Harris, the issue of abortion has become a rallying cry, especially in the wake of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. She has framed reproductive rights as a matter of personal freedom, resonating particularly with women voters, many of whom are mobilized by ballot initiatives aimed at protecting these rights in key states. Immigration also remains a critical issue for Trump, who has vowed to deport millions of undocumented migrants. Meanwhile, the integrity of democracy also looms large over this election. The Harris campaign has often reminded voters of Trump's attempts to overturn the results of the 2020 election and his threats to use government force against domestic political rivals. Read more, make sense of what matters in Washington. Sign up for the DC Brief newsletter. Like the 2020 election, there may not be a clear winner on election night. Many states cannot begin counting mail-in ballots until election day itself, which could prolong the wait for results and stir concerns about transparency and fairness. Trump has ramped up his rhetoric to sow doubt in the integrity of the outcome, particularly in the pivotal battleground of Pennsylvania, raising fears that he's planting the seeds to say the election was stolen if he loses. The Senate is also in play, with 34 seats up for election and the potential for a shift in control as Democrats try to defend their slim majority. And voters will determine which party controls the House of Representatives, an answer that will also come down to a handful of competitive races. Time will keep you updated throughout Election Day and beyond, providing insights into voter turnout and key races. We'll also offer stories on the candidates and their platforms, helping you understand the broader implications of today's election. Stay with us as we navigate this historic day together.